That's the hint. That's how you know it's us.
I think we've only had one fake caller. That was you.
That was me.
And I'm guessing you're never going to do that again because as soon as you left the room,
I know.
Ben Lawson went to town on your sex life. That's what can happen. People are too frightened to leave the studio to go and be a fake caller on this show.
Never get off the boat.
Nah.
It's the apocalypse now.
Keep in mind, Ben Lawson's got a long history of questionable sexual adventures.
Yeah, sure.
That's all I'm saying.
They'll all be detailed on the website, I'm
Yep.
told. Hey, let's move on to a professional radio program.
Oh, okay, switch
and
over.
That would be our sister station, PLPS FM in Victoria, Patterson Lakes, Victoria. It's the Patterson Lakes Primary School radio station. It has a broadcast radius of 10 blocks. Triple M will slowly take those 10 blocks.
One block at a time. All right, kids.
Yeah.
That's what they get.
They're going to get some regime change if they're not careful down there. But in the meantime, they're getting the exclusives that we can't get. They had John Howard, the real Prime Minister, not just somebody going, or someone manipulating some tapes from Lateline.
Oh, well, yeah.
The real Prime Minister sat in the hot seat. Now, we've been down to Patterson Lakes Primary School with that hot seat.
Tell you what.
Man alive, the choices.
Cranked up to 11.
The choices they give you.
Tell you, one thing I can tell you about the kids at PLPS, not very good at handball.
Oh, really?
I destroyed those kids.
Did you become king very quickly?
I was king almost straight away, and I stayed king the entire lunchtime. You hear that, Stewie? That's right. King for lunchtime.
What a hero.
I don't know if John Howard did a bit of handball when he was there.
He's got nothing.
But he certainly sat in the hot seat. Have a listen.
Hi, Mr. Howard. Now Chris and I are going to put you into the hot seat and give you some challenging questions.
Yes.
Typewriter or computer?
Computer.
Cocoa Pops or Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops.
TV or radio?
Radio.
Spaghetti marinara or spaghetti bolognese?
Marinara. Mariana.
Fishing or eating fish?
Eating fish.
Football or rugby?
Rugby.
Newspaper or magazine?
Newspaper.
Lollies or vegetables?
Vegetables.
Bob Dylan or Elvis?
Oh, Bob Dylan by far.
Shorts or pants?
Shorts.
Holidays or work?
Oh, both. Actually, work.
Primary or high school?
Primary.
Simpsons or Flintstones?
Flintstones.
Maths or homework? Maths or English?
Oh, English.
Reebok or Nike?
Sorry.
Reebok or Nike?
Reebok.
And now, Mr. Howard, for the hardest question of them all. Are you ready?
Yes.
Desalination or recycled water?
Oh, recycled water, definitely.
Well done,
Desalination is bad for the environment.
Yeah.
It was not as good for the environment. Burns too much electricity.
Okay.
And interferes with the marine life.
Yep.
And I think we should go into recycling in a big way. And I
Kids
think
are
it's
nodding off.
part of the future.
All right.
Well done, Mr. Howard. You have successfully completed the hot seat challenge and answering each question very well.
Fantastic. Those kids do a sensational job.
Finally answering the big questions. Yeah. I've been wondering about that marinara bolognese question for years, and I email him every day. Never gets back to me.
The Flintstones.
Yeah, I think that he thought that was two kind of, perhaps Liberal senators from Western Australia, and he was trying to work out, hang on, someone out there.
Well, anyway, we'll leave John Howard in his...
Shorts.
You're listening to Get This, hosted by a couple of...
Fruit Loops.
Or as John Howard calls us, those two...
Vegetables.
But just between us, I think he'd been smoking some of that...
Marinara. Mariana.
Yeah, that's it. You know, who is the least likely recording artist you can imagine John Howard sitting down in the lodge to listen to on his gramophone?
Oh, Bob Dylan by far.
I mean, can you picture that? Yeah. Leave me alone. I'm putting on some Bob Dylan.
I can imagine that.
It's a hard thing to picture, but do we have some Bob Dylan coming up now?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, I'm going to guess it's SQ. Oh, is it Peter? Do you Peter Debney?
What's happened in the election on the weekend, Peter?
I would concede defeat, but I can't find those phrases and sentences. I'm not sure which family members to thank.
All right.
Sure.
I think we've covered politics for one show. More in a moment on Get This at Triple M.